Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Motorcycle Rewind, and today we're back with the Honda EZ Cub. We're gonna see if we can get this sucker running. I went ahead and we brought it home from the courthouse to see if we could, one, clean it up, which I did give it a bath, and then see if we can get it running, just because we have more tools here and I know exactly where they are. So let's get to taking this sucker apart and see if we can get to the engine. Looks like I just have these little tabs that I need to get down so I can pull the front off, then I can get the rest of it off. Okay, looks like I'm on the last screw, and I will have effectively flipped all the pieces of the puzzle over. Let's see if I can get this sucker out. I'm just trying to figure out where just to get to the spark plug up here, so I can pull the spark plug. I found it finally. Plus I'm gonna clean it. I'm gonna hose off all this stuff while it's out. Might as well. Hanging on by a thread. It's just like a piece of rubber. Come on. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this, and then we'll get that off later. They put a lot of pieces on this thing just to get to that. And look, the spark plug, which is right here. That's what I wanted the whole time. So let me push this over there, hose off some of this. It's got a bunch of stuff. Let me see if I clean it up a little bit. Okay, since we have all the plastics off and being cleaned, I'm gonna go ahead and repair these two bits right here, only because these pieces or unobtainium. You can't find them anywhere. So I'm gonna see if I can plastic weld this back together, at least make it less like this and maybe more like that. Are you still gonna be able to see the crack? Most definitely. But let's see what we can do. Okay, so I cut a little piece of the screen. We're gonna go ahead and put right there, and we're just gonna sink that into the plastic. Get in there, it'll just melt right into it. Again, it's not going to be perfect, but it'll be functional and usable. Okay, let me plug this guy back in. I made it easy. Everything's pretty well color coded. So, hey, we got lights right here. I got the battery on. So did some research to figure out what the starting sequence is. You have to make sure you have the side stand up, left brake fully depressed, and then I should be able to hit the starter button. Oh, we're good. Hey, there we go. Oh, let's make sure I have a good connection here. Hey, now let's see if we have some spark. Okay, keep an eye out right there. I hope you can see it. But we have spark. Okay, let me go ahead and put this spark plug back in. We do have spark, which is awesome. And then we'll see if we can get it to make some noise. Okay, side stand up. I put some fuel in here. I did just shoot a little bit of carb cleaner in the intake. So let's see what happens. Nothing. Works every now and then. Let's see. I hear the switch. Oh, turn the key back on. Light on. Okay, good. We should be good. Let's try it again. One more time. Guys, I'm not 100% sure on what I actually did to make this thing run. We had a fuel flow issue where it wasn't blowing through. I took the fuel lines off and I blew through the carburetor and through the fuel line into the tank to make sure I didn't have any obstruction with the air compressor. Just kind of blew through it, and I still wasn't getting fluid. It's kind of crazy, this thing. So you get no flow here until you start cranking it, and then you get fuel flow. It's not gravity fed. There must be a pump somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where it is, but you don't get anything until you start turning it over. So we did that, and we blew through it, and then we also with it pumping it, we unscrewed this to get it out, only because this carburetor is a pain in the butt to get out. Let me show you kind of. This is a bolt here. The other one is, yeah, you can't see it either, is back there to try to get it out. Everything's got to come apart. So I wanted to see, let's see if we can get it going without trying to figure out how to do it. I did pull the air box off so I could get to the front of the carburetor. Now I've got to see if I can put this throttle together so I can actually have some throttle. Then we can see if we can put all the plastics back on and then take it for a ride. So let's get at that. Okay guys, we're going to focus on cleaning up the plastics, mainly the white ones. The red ones are faded. The white ones are just super stained. So I want to see if I can clean that up. This is what covers the little glove box in the front. I did a little test patch using the Meguiar's headlight restore kit. I love this thing. It's come in handy. Start off with a little wet sanding here. You can see this guy went all that way. So if I can get it to look like that, that'll be perfect. So wet sand, and then you polish it with a Plastic X in this guy. So let's get at it. I got a little alcohol on the rag to see if I can get rid of this glue from these stickers. Guys, that looks pretty good. I'll take it. Okay, so we got this front piece done. Looks way better than it did before. Just making sure the red bit, this is the part that goes around the front, the fender, if you will. Just making sure it's clean. We may put some stuff on it later to kind of bring some of the plastic back, but it's textured, so I don't want to wet sand it. Okay, I'm going to use the steamer to see if I can get some of this stuff off first. Okay, trying to knock this guy out. I'm starting with a Scotch-Brite just because it's so stained and I really can't make it worse, right? Guys, that's not too bad. Okay, so we went ahead and polished it with the Plastic X and it looks pretty good. It looks way better than we did before, so one more to go. Got the other side done, sanded, buffed, polished. We have this guy. Okay, let's see if we can put this Honda EZ Cub puzzle back together. All right. So now we got to put on these covers. The one good thing is it'll definitely let you know if you put it in on out of order. Now, this guy goes on. I think maybe I did do it backwards. I did. Okay, so we got that bit on. Now it's time for this guy. Okay, this has got a screw, a nut here or a bolt here. It's got to go on the inside right there. Good, another one goes right up here in the back. I'm gonna leave that loose for now. Let me go on the other side and do the other one. And before I put in these screws up here and tighten down the rest, gotta make sure I get this guy in there, just like that. Then I'll put those two screws in. Oh, get this guy in there, just like that. Okay, let's put this guy on. It just sits right on top. I'm not going to tighten it down because we're still going to need some room to be able to buckle in those other ones. I'm just getting it off the ground. So you do have to take off this back piece to put on these side pieces. And they go on pretty easy. You see these little hooks right here? They just fit into these little slots right here. And then you just slide it forward. They all just fit in and then they just go forward. Okay, then we'll put this tail section in. Again, you got this little clip that goes right there on that. And then it slides in here, here, and then those guys go in there. Okay, back part done. But realize this guy's got to come off because this guy's got a screw in underneath there. Okay, so the gas tank cover is a big deal because it's got these guys screw into those. We've got these guys right there. They screw into that. This guy screws into that. So let's see if we can put this guy on. They could have found maybe a harder way to do this. Come on. Oh, there we go, that's it. Okay, let's put this guy on again. Let's put the switch in. Okay, you gotta go up over these tabs and slide in there, just like that. Oh. Okay, so this guy on again. We'll get to try this again. Oh. The good thing is it is a nice fit. Okay guys, here we are after it's all back together, all the plastics cleaned up, everything. This sucker looks really good. Remember, this is what it looked like before when we first drug it out of the back room at the courthouse, and then this is what it looks like now. Still needs some work. I'm on the hunt for handlebar covers. Need those. These are broken, at least it'll work. Other side's broken as well, but look how much better this looks. It represents itself really, really well. So all the way around, look at this. It's awesome. Still need to get a throttle, so we're stuck without a throttle. I tried to get a universal throttle to fit on it, but it didn't work. I need one that's going to be the specific one for it. I can't even replace the cable because it goes one into two right under here, one to the oil and one to the slide on the carburetor. So we're not riding it today, but we know it runs and we know it looks really good. Oh, I forgot to clean the chain guard. I'll have to do that, but that just lets us know where we came from. I did put a little turtle wax trim restore on this. I had just a little bit left. That's what's on the red. That's why it's a little shiny. You'll have to keep reapplying it. It'll dry out in a couple of weeks or so. But it looks really, really good. So guys, there you have it. Our Honda EZ Cub is making great progress. This sucker is good looking. It's cleaning up so nice. I can't wait to ride it. This guy came out so nice. So there'll be more Honda EZ Cub content coming soon as I locate a new throttle and cable to go with it. And then if anybody out there has an EZ Cub that they've got parts, I need the handlebar cover. That's what I need. If I can get that, that'd be awesome. Sucker is nice. Okay guys, I want to thank you for watching yet another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. And do me a favor, like, tag, share, and follow us on Instagram at Motorcycle Rewind. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks again guys, and have a great day.